In the last lectures, we were creating the content of web pages using the HTML codes. For example, we wrote some HTML codes to create this content that you see in here. Some of them are links and some images also. In this lecture, you are going to talk about CSS. As the HTML is for creating the different content of web page, CSS is for the different representation of the appearance of this content, or for the modifying the appearance of this content that we have created using the HTML code. So in this lecture we are going to first show you different codes of CSS and that how CSS is applied to different codes that we have created, different content that we have created using HTML. So in here we go to the var www and then HTML, we type ls to list different files that we have in here. Now we say nano a1.html and hit enter. These are all the HTML code that we wrote to create these contents in here. So now let's say that we want to change the appearance of some of these contents. For example, in here we have a casino website. In the h3 tag we want to apply the CSS on it. We have three options for applying CSS. One of them is the inline CSS, which we write our CSS code in the tag itself. So remember that CSS is not a programming language. So in here in the tag we write a style equal to, let's say that we want to change the color. So in here we say color is equal to, for example, you see that we have a quotation in here is let's say blue. Now this should be in the single quotation or double quotation. Now we hit Ctrl O and we hit enter to save it. If we go to our browser and refresh the page, you see that this a casino website, which is the because of the h3 tag, it has been changed, its color has been changed to the blue. Now in here, let's say that we want to add another CSS command in here to, let's say that we want to change the background color to red. So we say a semicolon in here and we say background color, we want it to be equal to red. Now again we say Ctrl O and hit enter to save it and we refresh it. As you see, the background color of this division, which is actually assigned to the h3 tag, has been changed to the red. So we could do it for all the tags. To apply all the CSS on every tag, we define a style inside the tag. That's why this is called the inline CSS, while this is not a good idea at all. The second way for applying the CSS is to put all the CSS code inside the head tag. So in here we could define another tag which is a style for applying the CSS, and then we write our CSS codes in here. For example, let's say that we would want to just change of the contents of the h4 tag. So in here we say h4 and then we open a bracket in here, we also close it, and now let's say we want to change the color to green and we also put a semicolon in here. Now if we press Ctrl O and hit enter again and we refresh the web page, you see that the color of h4 has been changed to green. Also, let's say that now we want to change the contents of the b tag, which makes the content, the roulette game, to be bold. We want to change the background color. So in here we say b, we open the bracket and close it and we say the background color, let's say for example we want it to be black. So Ctrl O and hit enter. Now if we refresh it, you see the background color has been changed to black, but we don't see what has been written. As you see, this is the roulette game. Now if we change the color to, for example, let's say to red, and again save it and refresh it, you see it has been changed to the red. The color of the content is red and the background color is black. So these are the two ways for applying CSS, while the best way is the third one, which we would want to define another file. So in here we press Ctrl Shift and T to open another tab, and we say nano, let's name it a1.css to define all our CSS tags, CSS codes. So in here, let's say that we want to change the contents of h5 and h6 tag. So in here we say h5, we open the open and close the bracket, and in here we say color should be green, and for the h6 tag we would want the color to be changed to blue. Now we save it. Right now the h5 and h6 we want them to be changed, but if we refresh it we won't see any change. The reason is that we haven't told this web page that for the CSS you should look at another file which is called the a1.css. So somehow we should include this file in our HTML code in this page. So what we should do is to use another tag which is called link. So in here in the head tag we define a tag which with the name of link, which is for relating the external resources to the current web page. So in here we say link, an attribute of rel which should be equal to a style sheet, and also we say href equal to, and then we provide the name of the file that we have written all the CSS codes in it, which is the a1.css. We say a1.css. Some of the CMSs like the content management systems like the WordPress, they would require you to put the name of or your CSS file the style.css. So in here we say link and we close our tag, we press Ctrl O and hit enter. Now if we refresh the page we would want the h4 and h5, which are these two tags in here, to be changed according to the changes that we have defined in our CSS file. Now we refresh it, and as you see the color of this tag h4 has been changed to the Casino web page, and this is has been changed to the green, and this has been changed to the blue. So now let us also define another tag for the h4, even though in the h4 in here we have defined the CSS codes in another way, but what we are going to do is to see which one of the ways has the more priority over the appearance of our web page. So in here let's say both for the h4 and also for the h3 tags we want to define some color in here. So the h4 right now the color of the h4 is green. Let's say we want the color to be changed to say yellow in here. Also for the h3 we would want the color to be changed to yellow again. Now we save it and we go to our browser, we refresh it, and as you see nothing has been changed. The reason for that is that the inline styling in here for the h3 and also inline inside the same document has more priority over the external files. So if I right now let's say that we want to delete this style inside the h3 tag, and we press Ctrl O, hit enter, and again refresh it, you could see that now the color has been changed to yellow. So first, if there is any CSS codes applied inside a tag, it would be applied over the appearance of the content. If not, it would look at the style tags inside the same page. If there is not any CSS at all, it will apply all the codes written on the external file that has been included inside the link tag in the head tag in the web page.